Yeah, yeah. So I realized this shit. I realized this shit in this moment too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything is a like a when it comes to like trying to implement spirituality in your life, a symbol. You get what I'm saying? Everything is like a symbol, and we only really play out what we watch or what we consume. And because it does something to us, us as people, as beings and shit like that, we're beings of like habit. So we only really play out what we consume. So therefore, if you consume something that's more on the upside of you than a side that kind of keep you in a routine, then you could potentially, I always say, and shout out to Brother Panic, symbols, repetition, trauma is like how you train your subconscious. Trust me, I done been through it. I know. Now the thing is, you doing that within the body. You train your subconscious within your body, so your organ already got certain um, um, things that it like. You know what I'm saying? Like the heart, like love, like you know what I'm saying. Um, the throat area and these organs and shit like that, food and other type shit, and like you know what I'm saying. So we only what we see. So in that aspect, don't hate on a person when they come on here and play out something. You get what I'm saying? Don't hate on the person when they just doing them, trying to play out who they is in their mind because it ain't nothing to take from. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well you be that you see. And I respect people that do that. I really do respect people that do that. That be them. Or people that's just creative in the sense of just playing out what you want to do, what you want to be. Because we only uh, act on what we consume and what we receive and what we see. So I went 8 hours without my phone and shit like that. And I recommend everybody to do this in Cancer season, Aries season, maybe Taurus season. um, what else? Virgo season, maybe Leo season. Just take one day out of the month to go like 8 hours without your phone and shit like that. And then, but be out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing something, be out doing something. That's basically what I'm saying. Because what that's gonna do is we us as humans and shit like that, we build on shit. So we like focus and shit. So we always trying to make something stable and an idea fixed or whatever, but we can never do that though, because shit is always moving. Like shit, time is always moving. Things are always going on and shit like that. But you always try to see yourself a specific way, but uh, what's that? Hold on. Yeah, so I went 8 hours without my phone or whatever, and you know, it also teaches you that like the phone is really a new thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're still getting used to like it and the distractions that come from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show y'all a hack, a split one hack. I'll get your ass about it. Split one hack. Get you a paper. You know what I'm saying? When your shit split, and then just whoop 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 whoop. But yeah, so I was thinking that like for the most part, we pretty much act out what we consume and stuff like that. So this is the point of being creative. The point of being creative is to create something that you are in your vision, and that eventually turns into your own consumption. You get what I'm saying? So if you watch, you know, uh, tennis all day or something like that, or Jerry Springer or something like that, eventually that's going to be, like the mindset and the loophole you are mentally in type shit. You know what I'm saying? You might play out some of them characteristics knowingly or unknowingly. But the point of being creative is to create, your own type of show, your own type of reality and things. And that kind of adds on to the reality at hand, depending on how well you can do that. And so when I spent 8 hours without my phone, I was realizing that, the phone is very new. Like, it's a very new device and things like that, as far as like the attention grabbing and stuff like that. And it also ain't nothing wrong with that, but for the most part, when it comes to like life and how life operates in a more stable, um, it's stable, but it's yet chaotic and stuff like that. So it's about focus because, like I said, we always trying to think ourselves into something. Like who we see ourselves as, we're always trying to ground that thought or that mentality type shit. and basically fixate it into where it can actually be a reality, where we kind of fixate it into it. And um, for the most part, that takes focus. And so, the phone grabs focus and stuff like that. When, like, in life and in reality, it's more, it takes a lot of things that the universe got to agree upon for it to like culminate a certain type of experience and wisdom for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they say experience is the best teacher. But so if you don't focus, or if you always not, if you distracted in things, you know, um, it's about how you use the distraction. It's not about like, um, because it can be used for a creative purpose or a blinding purpose, and that's one of the main things that niggas gotta know. But usually, like when you take just like a phone drains and stuff like that, it kind of drain you. It kind of drain where your mentality go. It drain your battery. You know what I'm saying? Just like that battery, you got to recharge it. You kind of getting the same treatment. So everything kind of do that. Everything has its own way of doing that. It's just more so like how you utilizing it. But so the new one in Cancer is for I would say it's just more so a new connection between you, your inner world, and the world. Your inner world and the world. And a home, you got a home, but still a home got to be built, and it got to be built in from different things. Like, and you got to think about it. It protects you from nature. So your natures. So, so we might feel uh, a new. I mean, I kind of maybe avoid with this new type of energy that we get in, as far as with this Cancer moon. But you slowly, feel it, and actually watch it and grow with it. Whatever this lucidity and connection. But also, you got to create that. So you got to create that. So that ties into comfort, and then comfort with your character. So if you ain't comfortable with your character or like what you try to do, then your home is kind of just open. It ain't you ain't got the foundation laid right. You know, and that's what it takes to kind of be sufficient within like this transit at the moment. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here too long because I do got to make moves. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to say that. So um, if y'all do feel like drained by y'all phones, maybe do like a phone fast or something like that, or just take 8 hours out the day, put it away. You know what I'm saying? And get back to it, especially like when we having water energies go on and like a lot of internal energies, those are the best times to do that. So the problem be is that we don't feel comfortable creating our character because of like status quo and like, you know, everybody got to kind of fall in line. But just always keep some of that for you, that creativity for you, and you'll be on your way. And don't let nobody take it away. You consume it. You make it. All right? Get your ass again.